Alistair Overeem's one final run to a UFC heavyweight title shot seemingly took its final crippling blow on Saturday night when he lost a second-round TKO to Alexander Volkov in the UFC Fight Night 184 headliner at the UFC Apex in Las Vegas. A tough out for Overeem in this fight. He really could not just get anything going, took some big strikes from Volkov, took some big damage to his face, and eventually gets stopped by knockout for the 13th time in mixed martial arts competition. You have to wonder now, was this the last we've seen Overeem in the cage? This was his 20th UFC fight. He made it very clear coming in that this is his final push towards trying to attain that UFC heavyweight title that has eluded him throughout his career, and it's hard to see a path for him getting there at this point. I think coming in, he had strung together some good performances. He was able to discredit that loss to Jairzinho Rozenstruik in the end of 2019 as something of a bad stoppage, a fluke punch, whatever you want to call it. And he was doing a lot of good things outside of that. But I think in this one, it was a very definitive loss for him. And I think we may see him hang up his gloves after this. I'm definitely not the one to sit here and tell anyone they need to retire or walk away at this point. But we know the story with Overeem. We know what he's been through. We know the amount of knockouts and damage he's taken in his career. And I think he is very aware of all those realities as well. So it would not surprise me if he decided to walk away from the sport at this point. A legendary career, a Hall of Fame career, one of the greatest combat sports heavyweights of all time, Alistair Overeem, but that UFC title seemingly going to be the one thing that is not on his resume. If we need to pick a fight here and look at potential options, if he wants to not go out like this and maybe try to go out on a win, something of the sort, that's definitely a dangerous road to chase down, trying to get that one final moment of glory. But maybe you could look at a rematch against a Junior Dos Santos, who is also seemingly at the tail end of his career. They had a bit of a rivalry a few years back before having their inevitable grudge match that happened there with Overeem winning that fight. So I think maybe you could run that back if Overeem insists on fighting again, but my gut feeling is we have likely seen the last of Alistair Overeem.